Okay, are you ready? Now, you've only got 1 or 2 minutes to speak, so don't worry if I stop you in the middle.
Okay.
Please start.
The place that I like, it's a village. My parents are from that village. My grandparents are also from that village. It is situated at the southernmost tip of India, somewhere around that place. It's a coastal village, but at the same so it's near to the sea, but at the same time, on the other side of that village, there is a backwater, a water body. So there are lots of opportunities for you to go for fishing and to do all sorts of things. Ever since I was a child, I used to go there with my parents, and when I was in school, I used to visit on my own, especially during my summer holidays. Yeah, and my extended family is also there, so I've got lots of cousins, and we all used to play and make merry. So I've got very fond memories of that place. That's why that place is so special to me.
Okay. Do you think I would like it?
I think so.
Okay. Right, now I'm going to ask you a few questions which are generally related to this topic. So I'd like to start by talking about some places of interest. So what kinds of places in your country are threatened by building or other types of progress?
I think in India, land is at a premium, especially because of the high population density. So almost every ecosystem is threatened by human activities, more so construction-related construct. But I would say, since coastal ecosystems are very fragile, they are, and along the coastal region of India, it's one of the most densely populated regions. So coastal ecosystems do face severe threats because of construction.
Okay. Do you think it's important to preserve historical areas and countries?
Surely.
Why is that?
Because, see, those things, those artifacts, are a link to your past for an individual as well as for the country. So it's very important because it tells you who you are.
How can governments protect places of interest like this?
By maintaining it, by raising awareness about it, and by restoring it.
Okay.
In some cases.
What sort of places do you think will be of interest to people in the future?
I think all sorts of places will be of interest, because as the awareness about things increases, especially by studying of history, etc., all areas will become important. So I think we can make, I think everything will be important.
Okay.
All sorts of places.
Right, I'd like to move on and talk a little bit about the environment now. What kinds of pollution problems does your country face?
Water pollution mainly. Then there is air pollution because of human activities, as well as pollution from factories, vehicular pollution. But I think water pollution is a very severe and serious threat.
Okay. How can ordinary people help fight pollution?
By making certain choices so that they themselves will be role models. For example, say, not use a public transport instead of a privately owned transport, carpooling, car sharing, many. So, and also by not to use so many things that we may not require, which in turn will help us to reduce the consumption, and in turn it's like a chain reaction. So if you don't consume, you don't need to create.
Okay.
That way.
Do you think that there should be stricter punishments for people and companies that pollute the environment?
I think it should be there. in India there are some places where there is social auditing, where the firms are subjected to auditing by the local people, which is a good trend because people in the local community are the ones who directly gets impacted by the activities of these companies. So, so incorporating things like social auditing helps in that way.
What sort of places do you think will be of interest to people in the future?
I think all sorts of resources are at a premium nowadays, and especially water. I think especially drinking water, because it's very difficult to get good quality unpolluted drinking water. So I think water pollution will be a major issue all across the world.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Vinu. That's the end of the practice test.
Thank you.